There are two ways that I'm going to show you how to do compound inequalities. I'm going to pull one over here, and I'm going to move this one over here. Okay, and let's get rid of that. Alright, so the first way I'm going to show you is kind of a quick and easy way, but sometimes you have to be careful with this. So what I want to get in the middle all by itself is just the x. So how do I get rid of the x? Well, this -7 or -7 doesn't have an x with it, so I'm going to add 7. Well, in this, you have to add 7 to each part. This gives you 12. Bring down your sign, 3x. Cancel these out. Bring down your sign, and this gives me 21. And all I want in the middle is the x, so let's divide by 3, and divide by 3. 4, bring down your sign, x, bring down your sign, 7. Now, let's think of a number where 4 is less than the number, and the number is less than 7. Well, what about 5? 4 is less than 5, and 5 is less than 7. So we get the idea that we're looking for numbers like 5, probably 6. But let's go ahead and graph it. So I'm going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep in mind you usually want to have two numbers in front and two numbers behind. So I have started at 2 and I went all the way to 9. If I look here, I'm looking at 4 and it's less than or equal to. So since it can be equal to, I'm going to color it in. And 4 is less than a number. Well, what number is 4 less than? It's less than 5. So I'm going to start with this at the bottom, and I'm going to say, well, this one is going to go this way. Okay. Now I'm going to graph the other one. What number is less than 7? Okay. And let me show you that the first one was this. Now I'm going to do the next one, and I'm looking at what number is less than or equal to 7. 7 is equal to 7, and I'm looking for the numbers less than. So my final answer when I graph this is going to be where they overlap, from 4 to 7. So my solution or my answer that will make this inequality true is 4, 5, 6, or 7, because that's where my line is right here. Alright, so what is another way to do this that you may have also seen? I'm going to take the first one over here. I'm going to say 5 is less than or equal to 3x minus 7. And then I'm going to take the other one over here, and I'm just going to split them apart. And the reason I split them apart is because this first one I'm going to change it around a little bit. I like to have my x on the left side because it helps me to graph. So I'm going to write 3x minus 7 on the left side and the 5 on the right side. But do you see how this inequality is kind of like eating the 3x minus 7? It has to do the same thing on the other side. Whatever it's pointing at, it always has to point at, okay? So keep that in mind when you change them. If you change the position, change the sign with it. I'm going to add 7 and I'm going to add 7. 3x is greater than 12. Divide by 3 and divide by 3. X is greater than 4. I'm going to add 7. I'm going to come over here and do this one. I'm going to add 7 and add 7. These cancel. 3x is less than or equal to 21. Divide by 3, x is less than or equal to 7. Now comes the graphing. I'm going to start with 2 less than 4, so that will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to go 2 more than 7, which will give me all the way to 9. So I'm looking at, in the blue, what numbers are greater than 4? Only greater than, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't bring down the sign. Or equal to, so I color it in. And what numbers? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and keeps on going. Then I'm going to do the other one. 7, and it's less than or equal to, and what numbers are less than? All of these over here. So now I'm going to combine them for my final answer. From 4 to 7. And be sure to color them in because they're less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Two different ways, same answer. The side on the one on the left side, sometimes if you have an x on the outsides, it doesn't work as well. But the method on the right side's always going to help you out. Alright? So you decide a method that works for you, and you do perfect on your tests and quizzes.